Hey, how you doing, everybody? My name is Chromodos, and you're watching Terrestrial, man. Today, we're going to build a bioactive enclosure for a terrestrial tarantula. Let's get straight to it. Here you can see all the things you're going to need. I think it's a springtail culture, some leaves to help with humidity, tongs, and of course, your actual enclosure. I start by drilling holes in an air holes. This process can be a bit tedious, but it's well worth it in the long run, so oxygen can get to and from your plants, animals, everything in there that makes it work. I like to go in the back and forth pattern. It's really all about preference. You can do any pattern you want, or any size hole as well, as long as things can't escape, like as far as the prey item or whatever transfer you might be housing. The size of the enclosure also is affected by the tarantula. Yeah. Like extremely tedious process, but well worth it in when your tarantula can feel safe and comfortable. I like to build my enclosures from household things that you can find laying around. It's all about creativity. You don't have to spend $50 for an enclosure. One important thing for all bioactive enclosures is activated carbon. So the stagnant water that's sitting at the bottom doesn't become toxic and, harm anything. It keeps things purified. And they also work very well with the springtails that you'll see me put in later on. Now, this step isn't necessary, but I like to put in a kind of like a filtration layer so that the dirt doesn't get mixed in, as well as, say, any plant roots. Now, when you're cutting this down, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's good to try to get as close as possible. It's not very aesthetic to see pieces of this laying around or extra pieces curled upwards. Yeah, it's certainly trial and error. Next, you put the dirt in. I like to use topsoil instead of like something like eco-earth because later on I am going to plant some actual plants in here because they help with oxygen production, with purifying the air and humidity inside the enclosure. It gives it a more naturalistic appearance. Now, because my tarantula is terrestrial, I like to give a bit more dirt so that I can build tunnels. You know, of course, this is all dependent on the amount of space you can provide. Here's my water dish. No, I took it out because I forgot to put the hide in first. We gotta have somewhere they can feel safe in, somewhere secure. And if you're lucky, they won't even use it. Now, some people like to wear gloves. Personally, I don't mind getting my hands dirty. We come out the dirt, we go back to it eventually, right? Now, I kept this part in because it's all, as I said before, trial and error. Everything you try isn't going to work, immediately. You gotta, do this and do that to try to figure your way around things. Dried leaves added for humidity purposes. Yeah. So the hide I chose was a bit too large, so I decided to cut it down a bit. Now I saw things just laying around the house. But add them all together, and the finished product looks really nice, in my opinion. So the last and final step, besides adding your tarantula, is the cleanup crew. So I added a few springtails in there. I have a few different cultures. Didn't get as much as I wanted out the first one, so I had to go grab a larger one. Now they will thrive in this environment, and once I put plants in there, when they break down, say, the tarantula waste, it will provide nutrients to the plants, making it bioactive and self-sustainable as long as water is in there. Thanks for stopping by. Please like and subscribe for future content. Have a great day.